Hi everyone, the Brooks Bandits have a chance to make Alberta Junior Hockey League history tonight. The Bandits are in Canmore tonight to take on the Eagles. A win would be their 53rd of the year, breaking a record for most wins and points in a season by an Alberta Junior Hockey League franchise. Their record sits at 52, 3-3, and they're currently riding a 7-game win streak. Game time tonight in Canmore is 7 bells. There are several expectations placed upon junior hockey players. The schedule in the Western Hockey League is so demanding and it's easy to fall behind on schoolwork. But for Joel Topping of the Hurricanes, there is no more homework and no more classes, just hockey. Darryl Rummold explains in this edition of Hurricane Watch.
Joel Topping is a student of the game. The 17-year-old has made significant strides in his on-ice performance, thanks in part to his hard work off-ice.
Joel is a clever, good student, and I'm impressed that he would work ahead, do what we call in the Western Hockey League front-end loading.
After failing to crack the Hurricanes roster last season, Topping returned to Red Deer with 2 goals in mind: become a better defenseman and finish school early so he had more time to focus on hockey. He enrolled in grade 12 courses in grade 11, leaving him just 2 courses to complete this season.
It's something that my family's always taken a lot of pride in, and that's a lot of credit to my parents and stuff. They've really pushed me with school. And
what the importance of education is. It's not just, okay, I think I have a plan to fall back on, but education is about learning and learning how to learn.
My brother and I have both been very studious and fairly self-driven when it comes to school.
Topping missed a pair of games on a recent U.S. road trip, returning to Lethbridge early to write diploma exams. Now he's a high school graduate and able to focus solely on hockey at a critical time in the season.
You can get a lot of rest, and there's not near as much to worry about when you're on the road or whatever. You're not worried about how much you're missing back at school, and for sure, especially with this being the biggest time of the year, it's pretty nice to just be able to put all your attention to it and really work on your game.
Through 53 games this season, Topping has a goal and 12 points. He's emerged as a top 4 defenseman and continues to study, not textbooks, but the game he loves.
Hurricane Watch, sponsored by Lialta Building Supplies, for all your home building and renovating needs.
Every member of the Hurricanes is enrolled in a high school or in a college-level course, and the Canes are in Victoria to take on the Royals tomorrow night. Lethbridge has lost 6 straight and is now 5 points back of Kootenay for the 8th and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Inline or roller hockey could be making its return to Lethbridge. Dave Sain is the director of the Lethbridge Metro Roller Hockey League. The group has dedicated themselves to bringing inline hockey back to Lethbridge. The season will run from this April to the end of June and will consist of 10 games plus playoffs.
Well, roller hockey hasn't been here since 2004 when we had over 500 players, and we're hoping to bring it back. So we're excited, along with Metro Sports, to bring it back to the region. And it's a fun, fast, creative, and energetic game. So we're thinking kids and adults alike will enjoy it.
And the first sign-up date is March 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Labor Club. For the 3rd time in 15 days, the Calgary Flames will take on the Minnesota Wild. You'd think they'd be getting sick of each other. Now, these aren't always visually spectacular games between these two clubs, but I was at the game with Darryl Rummold on Saturday when the Flames beat Minnesota 3-1, and it was pretty good, although Rummy didn't think so with their outcome of his favorite and beloved Minnesota Wild. I'll have the highlights on our late show tonight for you. Finally, in sports, in North Korea, they've never seen anyone quite like Dennis Rodman. The colorful former NBA star is there with 3 members of the Harlem Globetrotters. They're putting on a basketball camp for kids, and they're also recording a show for HBO, which will air in April. Basketball is one of the most popular sports in North Korea, and even leader Kim Jong-un is said to be a big fan. The notorious Rodman says he's there to teach basketball, not to stir up trouble, as he's been prone to do over the course of his lifetime.
I was going to say, doesn't that sort of come naturally to him? I think he's one of those people, trouble finds him.
Yes.
He doesn't find the trouble.
No, that's also true.
It always finds him.